Perhaps here, black had an alternative of going to e7, but then the knight on e7 might not be all that great, and also it gives white a tempo to go d4, perhaps. Once again, I'm not sure if it would have been played, but, you know, just speculation. Because knight a5, move with a tempo, right? You don't want to let black trade this bishop. Bishop drops to a2, then f5 happens. E f5, bishop to f5.
And just like they say, when you strike out in the wings, act in the center.
Yep, d4. d4 played by Magnus. And, you know, all this f7, f5 business, opening the f-file, getting the knight to f4, trying to attack the king. In theory, it's supposed to be very dangerous, right? But once again, with, you know, with the center being stable, with the center being blocked. And also, let's notice that the knight on a5 is far, far away from action. So.
That's a very nice constellation of the knights there on a5 and h5.
And what's our assessment, though, of this opening up?
I think white should be much better. Seriously, like.
I think the other thing that white can also do later is to trade off the last square bishop, maybe bishop b1, and I think once this bishop is being taken, the queen can just safely being put on c2. Because even though the f-file is open, I don't see any way for black to start an attack, because this knight on f5 is deeply needed to the other side of the board. And now being just on a5, it doesn't really do much, does it, Nero?
Right, so that's what I was saying. Yeah, the knight on a5 is certainly misplaced, right? And maybe I have to reassess. Like I said, like white is much better. White will be much better if the game kind of continues normally. So black plays his moves, white plays his moves. However, there is, now I've noticed that there is knight f4 with the idea to jump on d3 if the pawn is taken. And who knows where this leads. White may consider sacrificing an exchange, you know, or but I don't see how it does. Like rook a6.
Big dream of putting a rook on the 7th.
Maybe it takes the...
Yeah, well, let's check. So if rook takes on b7,
Yeah, queen takes
queen
c3.
takes here.
And now you've got to look after the back rank.
Yes, but how serious is it?
Yeah, actually, I could get checkmated. Let's put it on the board.
c7.
Rook a1 check.
Rook a1 check, because also the rook was hanging.
Yeah.
So rook a1 check.
King to
goes,
g2.
say
And
g2.
now I'm going to get very excited and threaten mate and
Queen
queen
c1.
c1. And
And
Magnus is the beast, so he would be immediately calculating rook takes bishop. Check.
Yeah, rook takes bishop and queen e7.
And then
And I
King g8.
think we win, right?
Yeah.
And then it's this check.
Yeah,
And then at some point I'm
like
going to...
bishop e5, yeah.
yeah.
King h7?
If queen f7.
7.
Queen
and
f7,
then either
and then
bishop
I
f4
cannot-
or e4.
But yeah, not to spoil the fun, can we just take on d4 instead of queen c1?
Take on d4.
Yeah, after rook a1 and then king g2.
Wait,
Rook b7 here.
Well, what is it? Takes here,
Uh-huh.
takes here, takes here.
And then rook c7 and rook a1, king g2.
Yeah, but
But we can...
there's a pin on the 7.
I thought the rook was still on
It
b7
doesn't
for
work
some
on
reason.
so many levels. I mean, there's a pin.
There's
There is
a
also
pin, there's
like
a
bishop
pin.
e5 and everything is... that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, for, like, if bishop g5, for sure, he would come back to e1.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never
Like, wait a second. What happens if I take the pawn, huh? Like this? I know I'm being boring, but doesn't this...
Yeah, I think Magnus would rather spend the next 7 minutes, for example, to calculate all of this instead of playing this endgame for another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I think I have a good feeling that he would walk into this King G3 line. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even if you do play Queen F7 without realizing, the Rook takes F2, you would get the shock of your life, and then you would realize, okay, I don't actually have to take. And oh, thought we had to move that.
King G3, no checks, no nothing.
So is this? So I was about to mention Queen B7, but Queen B7, since White doesn't take care of the F5 square, now the King H3 doesn't work anymore. Yeah, Rook F2 can be done because after, right? Because after King G3, Rook G2 takes, and then Queen C2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since you don't cover
Oh,
the F5
But
square.
But then you can do some
here.
funny trying
Ah.
Bishop.
So is Queen B7 working as well?
Yeah, because I thought also you can go King G3 and then go King G3, King H3.
Ah, yeah. Right, you are. Ah,
No, that you
wait
have to
a second,
check
it was
with the Queen of
check here, check here, here, check here, check, and G3, and there is no check.
Yeah, but if you want to pressure us on G7, of course, it's better to have the Queen in the front, yeah? Queen F7 is just way better. And he did it. Queen F7 is on the board.
Okay.
Is it?
Yep. Trust me, Miro.
7? Absolutely no way.
The safety is.
They-
But
yeah.
he will take it. He
Of
will
course,
take it.
Of course, and he should. He absolutely should.
Let's wait for that moment of class after Rook takes F2.
Yes, Rook F2 is on the board. King G3.
King G3.
We'll probably double check it once again.
Yeah, he did it.
Bravo.
Yeah, he will not
The
miss
world
this.
number
Yeah.
one for good reason.
Yeah.
Well played.
So that means, well, it's always a good day at the office if you win a game before the free day, or if you win the game also on the last round. It's just, it gives like nice feeling, you know, that you could enjoy the next day without really having to worry about anything. So
Wait a sec.
we have some move there. Queen.
Queen to H6.
H6.
Ah, so you would think, yeah, let's take the rook, right?
Okay.
But then the Queen D2 is still a perpetual, but Queen G7.
Queen G7 takes everything and takes on F2.
No, don't take everything. Just take the rook. Be cruel. No, but yeah, of course, you exchange on G7 just to make life easier.
And that's it. Resignation, and Magnus Carlsen wins with the white pieces. And just a very classy game from move 1 until the finish to find that king to g3 was such a nice touch. And whilst the player